Nudge into me. Ah, the wheel. A pirate's best friend for navigating the seas. But what if you couldn't use it? Today, that's what we're doing. In order to complete this challenge, we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need patience, a harpoon, and a lot of planks, because I'm expecting to crash quite a few times. After rinsing the outpost with the storage crate and buying an additional wood crate for my troubles, it was time to plan our route. The plan here was to sail from Ancient Spire all the way up to Canon Cove. Knowing that this was probably going to take me quite a while, I was pretty eager to lift the anchor and get going. Fortunately, I was already pointing in the right direction, so we're off to a good start. However, one thing that I forgot when I was planning this was the directions that the waves turn you. Oh, I want to touch the wheel. I want to touch it. As you can see, I'd already started turning and I wasn't even one click away from Ancient Spire Outpost. This was going to be a tough task. That rock I just passed probably would have been a good idea if I'd harpooned all the way around it and pointed directly north. However, as they say, hindsight is 20/20. The first harpoon turn of the day was down 4 clicks. 4 clicks south at lookout point. From here, the aim was to head as far north as possible, directly north, in a hope that the waves won't affect me. However, counteracting the waves was not going to be so easy without the wheel. I was passing some rocks between Lost Gold Fort and Plunder Outpost, and this was a perfect time to straighten up. After slowly moving further east, I ended up hitting a rock, which caused me to, once again, end up spinning around with the waves to the southwest, just when I thought I was making some progress. And after probably about 20 minutes of sailing southwest, the unthinkable happened. I was somehow krakened just on the edge of the Red Sea. Was this it? Was this my shot to use the Kraken's tentacles to harpoon myself back in? Could a well-placed Kraken slap get me back on course? No it couldn't. I still ended up in the Red Sea, black screening, and spawning once again on a different island.
Piss off, ghost!
I had ended up on Sharkbait Cove, 10 squares south of my destination. However, this time it was directly north and there were a lot more islands between me and Canon Cove. So rather than giving up, I thought, let's go, let's try it. Let's see where we end up. We sailed north. We ended up at Reapers, where I was able to use the harpoon to keep myself back on track once again. Shortly after departing Reapers though, I was starting to go off course when I noticed a ship. I wonder if these guys can help me. I pulled out my speaking trumpet and I announced to them, "Hello. Can you hear me?"
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello.
Hello. I'm trying to get to Canon Cove without touching the wheel. Can you help me? Can you nudge me into the right direction or let me harpoon onto the back of your boat?
Yes, I think.
Cool. Pull up on my left-hand side here real quick. Hello.
Hello.
It's alright, nudge into me. It's all good. It's all good. Keep steering left. After a well-placed nudge, I was sort of going in the right direction, but the problem was I was once again going southwest. At this point, I was up near Kraken Watchtower, and between me and my destination was the storm. This could be a problem. Oh, this is not going to work. Like the helpless sailor I was at this time, I sailed straight into the storm, obviously not being able to harpoon on anything, and the ship, well, it just spun and spun and spun until I came to the edge of the storm. At this point, I decided to make the executive decision to straighten the wheel, because I figured it only makes sense to do this challenge if the wheel is straight, and so I did. As the storm passed, my destination was in sight. I used Lonely Isle to harpoon and line myself up with Canon Cove. Now fortunately at this point we are aiming southwest, which means the waves are with me. I'm going to be going in a straight line and I'm going to reach my destination. Sure enough, the storm had passed and I was headed straight for Canon Cove. I can't believe we actually managed to sail point A to point B from Ancient Spire to Canon Cove in a very roundabout way without touching the wheel, technically. Maybe next time we'll try and sail with no sail. Probably not.